Data import and export, type and attribute modifiers. The batch mode modifier lets you update or remove items in bulk. By the default, to find the existing item, update or remove needs the set of unique attributes. If more than one item is returned, operation fails, but in batch mode, operation will be performed on all returned items. The first example shows how to set a certain value, attribute 2 for example, for every training item having value as attribute 1. Second example removes every training item having attribute 1 as value 2. You can also delete every single item of the certain type by doing batch remove by item type. Cache unique modifier is used to cache items. It has sense if you will use the certain item more than once during import. This modifier works only in the single-threaded mode. The import processor is a class responsible for handling the entire value line. You can implement your own import processor to customize this process. The most common use of the custom processor is config property import processor, that is used to retrieve the system properties. The legacy mode modifier enables legacy Jallow layer for persistence. Such import work without service layer and interceptors will be skipped. There is a huge variety of attribute modifiers as well. First one is allow null, lets you set null as value. Note that such lines will be processed in the legacy mode. With cell decorator, you can specify a class that will modify the column value before it is processed. Collection delimiter specifies a delimiter for the collection attributes. Date format specifies format of the date. The default modifier is used to provide the default value that will be used when column is empty. With force write modifier, you can write your value into read-only attributes, but that line will be processed in the legacy mode. Key to value delimiter is used for map attributes to delimit key and value. If your map is having enums as value, they should be written in same case as in items XML. For localized attributes, you can choose language using lang modifier. Alias is the modifier that is used only for export. It changes the name of the table in exported file. Map delimiter is the same as collection delimiter, but for maps. Number format lets you specify format of the number, but works together with the execution locale. To set the execution locale, you need to enable code execution for such import. There are 3 modes of operation for collection types. Default is replace, which will change the entire existing collection with new values. Append mode will add imported value to the already existing ones. and remove mode will remove values specified in import from existing collection. Mode is specified either with mode, modifier, or with the symbol plus or minus inside the round brackets. If you use more than one property of item attribute, path delimiter modifier can be used to customize a delimiter. Pos modifier can change the position of the column, but may lead to a confusion, so beware. The translator is a class that processes column value. If you want to customize such action, this is the right spot. As an example, I've added logging as custom translator. Unique modifier marks columns to map the existing item for update or remove operations. Virtual column are not listed in value lines, but can be used with the default value. General suggestion is to have such columns in the end to avoid a confusion. That's it for the type and attribute modifiers.